Bayanlar ve baylar, sevgili dostlar, bir seride daha final vakti. Huzurlarınızda 1. sezon finaliyle Wolf Among Us, Yalanci Çoban 5. bölümle artık final vakti. 2. sezon duyuruldu. Yapımcı Telltale Games batmıştı. Daha sonra 2. sezon duyuruldu ama ne zaman çıkacağı vesaire hiç belli değil. O oyun çıkana kadar şimdilik son kez Wolf Among Us.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Ana, Fate.
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you? After everything
Her
we
şey
fucking
bir
been
film
through,
şeridi gibi önümüzden
you don't
geçiyor
have
şu
the
anda.
nerve to
Olan
give me
biten.
a straight answer.
Korktum lan.
Oh God, Bigby!
Bu Telltale niye habire batıyor?
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Ve her kişinin arkasındaki çarpık adam. Dum dum dum dum. Dum dum dum dum. Tekno Game destekçilerine teşekkür etmiş. Ben de başından bu zamana beni izleyen siz sevgili izleyici arkadaşlarıma, oyun severlere teşekkür ediyorum efendim. Easter Gamers TV, Monster Notebook ve Telltale sunar. Huzurlarınızda Wolf Among Us'ın finali. Ve tabii ki seçimler yine Facebook'taki
You've come a long way.
değerli izleyicilerin.
You must be tired.
Çarpık adamın yeri. Gece vakti.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Senin elçilerin yüzünden çünkü.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Senin
I'm here
yemeğini
for
yemem ben
one
köpek.
reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
Yavaş.
What is the kid doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes?
Her şey sana çıkıyor lan it.
Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
I know you did it.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I wish you had me dead to rights. I really do. For your own sake. But
Bu abimizin gözü niye
I
böyle
didn't
akmış
kill
ya?
anyone.
Gözünün altı.
Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't
Söyle bakayım lan, kim yaptı?
yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business.
Ölümlere talihsiz durum diyor ya. Geri zekalı.
I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Kes lan. Kardeşine ne yaptığımı çabuk unuttun
The
galiba.
man said he'd take care of it.
Kes lan it.
You know who did it. Now tell me.
No fucking way I'm telling you anything! After what you did!
That's enough.
Sizin yaptıklarınız yanında hiç
I was
lan
hoping
ki.
it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
Ulan Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just
Kes lan
Sit
sesini.
down.
Hepsini Georgie'ye mi
now.
yaptırmış? Şerefsiz Georgie. Sen mi kestin lan kadınların kafalarını?
I killed him,
Allah
so
senin
what?
belanı versin. Ben de seni geberteceğim.
Get your hands off me!
Sus lan!
Look, the fact is,
Senin elini o kadınların üzerinden
Georgie
çektim it.
misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't
Kadınları
I?
öldüren
Your
Georgie'ymiş.
protection has limits, and I think you far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him!
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
İkinizi de alıyorum hocam. İkinizi de.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce!
Lan-
What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people?
Bak nasıl satıyorlar
You're really
birbirlerini
gonna
bak.
sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get
are?
the fuck out of here!
I
Koyma
do
artık.
apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
Yok yok
You can
göreceğim.
go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Oo bak burası kritik gibi. Ben burayı size bırakıyorum. Hop. 3 seçeneğimiz var. G O Hatta 4. seçenek sessiz kalma. 4 seçeneği de verdim arkadaşlar. Buyurun sizde. Telefonlar, tabletler, bilgisayarlar. Nereden izliyorsanız şu an önünüze geldi. Bir sayfayı yenileyin. Sayfayı yenilediğinde de görebilirsiniz. Erkan Patan bu arada 95 yıldız göndermiş. Çok teşekkür ederim. Karar sizde. Buyurun. 4 seçeneği de sundum sizlere. Bekir Evlice iyi yayınlar demiş. Bekir'cim selamlar. Eyvallah. Dünün acısını çıkarıyoruz. Dün yapamadık. Acısını fena çıkarıyoruz. Yıldız geldiler. Pekala. Bakıyorum hemen oylamamıza. Abi çok yakın. Çok yakın. 10 saniye daha bekliyorum bir yenilensin. Evet. %40 oy çarpık adamı yakala. %38 oy Georgie'yi yakala. %11'er oy da Sana söyledim, seni içeri alıyorum ve sessiz kal şeklinde. İnanılmaz yakın oylar. Çarpık adam daha önde çıkmış. Facebook ailesi çarpık adam demiş. Madem Facebook ailesi çarpık adamı yakala dedi. Çarpığı yakalıyorum.
Out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Aa! Ne oluyor lan? Bloody Mary? Kanlı nikah. Ay, kanlı Mary.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you all fixed up.
Os! Lan gerizekalı geyik. Kafanı kıracağım senin. Oğlum ben seni gebertmedim. Sen dövmedin mi ben seni? Sen akıllanmayacaksın mı lan? Gümüş kurşun.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Ah!
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Oh! Gerizekalı. Öyle kolay mı lan? İbiş. O kadınları öldürdün ha. Al köpek. Ya Ceylan, kıracağım kafanı ya. Geyik misin, Ceylan mısın? Sonun başlangıcı. Öyle kolay değil, öyle kolay değil. ABS'ye gerek yok ablacığım, ben varım. Aa, elimde kaldı lan. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Çok güzel. Hadi, hadi, hadi Big B, hadi. Gördüm. Fırla, fırla, fırla, fırla, fırla. Güzel. Çok güzel. Bastım. Hop. Hayırdır oğlum? Bir şey diyeceğim. Şu tavanı alamıyor muyum ben ya? Şu tavanı sökemiyor muyum? Alttaki süre ne acaba ya?
Gun it.
Are you sure?
Do it.
He's not moving.
Keep going. Fuck it.
Adonis. Arkadaş yine gittik ki aynı gömleği bulduk ya. İnanılmaz. Yemin ediyorum Behzat Ç'deki hayalet gibiyiz ya. Feel the thunder diyor ya. Şimşeği hisset diyor. Ne diyorsun ya?
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. How did this happen, Georgie? Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here. Well, it won't be your fault.
Well, well, well.
Shit.
Aga cinayet var.
I hoped you'd come to your senses.
Ulan geberiyorsun bari işimize yara.
Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
Oğlum boynunu kırarım seni.
Please, Sheriff.
Dargas.
Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Get out of the way. Now.
No. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking... You're gonna throw me
Geberiyor
the
hala
fucking
fucking
wall too?
derdinde ya.
You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course,
Selen,
the
hoş
big
geldin.
boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with.
Okay,
So I
tamam
fucking
anladım.
killed him. And I'd do it again. Cause it's not my fault.
Geri zekalı. Tasmalı
You
köpek
think
seni.
that'll help?
Yapmam gerekeni
You
yaptım.
still haven't learned, have you? Still the same old fucking moron.
Oğlum damarıma
Go
basma
ahead
ha.
and kill me then, but it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
Gitmelerine izin vermeliydin it.
Anything else. You could have let them go. You could have
Gururlu
freed
olaydın da
Faith and
öyleydin
Lily
lan.
from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them, what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
Ne
What
demek
are you
istiyorsun lan?
talking about?
This is the original.
O ne demek lan?
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent
Hayda.
here either.
Oğlum olaya bak.
Those were your ribbons? You're in on this?
Vay be
I
Vivian.
thought you cared about them.
I do.
Nasıl önemsemek lan bu? Öldü.
You have to
Ölecekler.
understand. Nobody was supposed to die.
Öldüler ama.
When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea, a gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. See?
Hayda. Burası da sizde. Buyurun arkadaşlar. Aman dikkatli verin kararı ha. Gaza gelmeyin. Aman diyeyim. Burası sizde. Oylama ekrana geldi. Sayfayı yenilerseniz görebilirsiniz. Hamza yazdıklarınızı görüyorum tabii ama hepsini değil. Hızlı akıyor. Görebildiklerimi görüyorum. Evet, oylara bakıyorum. Facebook ahalisi %48'de kurdeleyi çıkar demiş.
Why should you get to decide? Either of you. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say?
İyi de ablacığım sen yaşayacaksın diye başkaları ölsün.
Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
Vivian, this is the way it has to be.
Büyünün bozulması için sendeki kurdeleyi çıkarmamız lazım ablacığım.
But
Yapacak bir şey yok.
going to be the one to do it. I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life.
Aga.
I thought it would be different here. But it's all
Çok güzel laf.
Çok
güzel laf abi. Çok güzel gönderme.
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian.
Dur kız.
Don't. Vivian. No. Fuck. No, no, no, no. Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Just... Jesus.
Şimdi Nerissa
Vivian,
boynundakini çıkarsa kafası kopmayacak yani büyü bozuldu. Hayda.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
Onu senden beter edeceğim oğlum. Crooked bir yakalayayım var ya senden beter edeceğim o şerefsizi.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did.
Kararı size bırakayım da sonra bana laf etmeyin. Buyurun, karar sizde. Let's go. Ba ba ba ba da da ba da da da da ba ba da da da da da. Facebook harisi öldür demiş.
All right, Georgie.
Kusursuz koptu kadının kafası ya. Allah'ım tövbe estağfurullah. Nasıl büyümüş o? Puddingen pay kapandı hocam. Tadilattayız. Ölüme terk etsek daha çok acı çekerdi ya. Kaç saat içinde ölecek, ne olacak, ne bitecek belli değil. Shepherd metal kesim. Gecenin geç saatleri. O şerefsiz herif burada. Crocketman.
Of course.
Helal. Ulan o Mary'i verin bana, Mary'i. Onun kellesini alacağım asıl.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Ha, kolileri buradan gönderiyorlarmış. Şirkenin taşıdığı kolileri. Kapı açık, dondum ya.
Bigby Wolf.
Mary.
The big bad wolf.
Ağzını burnunu kırdımın kanlı Mary'si. Vladimir, Vladimir, Vladimir. Aynı 3 kez söylersen gelir. Gel şu süpürgeyi saplayayım senin belana. Ana, her yerde çekmiş la bizi. Fate'le biz, diğerleri.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Telltale Games'in Game of Thrones'unu da oynayacağım. Tek sezon mu o da? Aa, gümüş kurşunlar.
Silver.
Gümüş kurşunları burada yapıyorlarmış. Ananı avradım, Allah belanı vermesin. Ağzını kırdımın gerizekalısı, tipe bak.
It's about time you've shown up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned.
Şerefsizlere karşı böyle öğretti annem. Ne olursa olsun vur dedi. Şerefsizse. Kanlı Mary. Bakayım akıyor mu kanın? Oo, böyle kaçacaksa işimiz var ha. Şu an yayındaki moderatör arkadaşlar bana bir WhatsApp'tan yazabilirler mi? Buradayım diye. Özelden. Oğlum böyle bu ışınlanacaksa işimiz var ha. Yavaş. Oğlum ya oğlum ne oluyor? Bu da mı dönüştü? Bu kanlı Mary de mi dönüştü? Ne oldu lan? Bana bak Nigar. Döverim ha. Lan!
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Abo tipe bak. Allah senin belanı versin, tipe bak. Chicken bok. Leş gibi de kokuyor. Onun her yerinde cam kırığı var bunun. Ha camdan geliyor deme o. Cama baktığımız, aynaya baktığımız için cam kırığı gibi. Kaçma zilli. Lan. Lan bir defol git. Hayda, tam dönüşüm mü gerçekleşti ikisinde de? Ana! Yansımaları. Big Ben'in tam hali mi bu acaba ya? Ya da bu kadının tam hali mi? Ya biz masal diyarında tek başımıza mıyız? Biri yardıma gelsin lan. Gel buraya. Lan ne oluyor? Ananı avradını. Abo ne olduk lan? Aa tam form. Yaşasın ırkımız, cine bedel kırkımız. Allah! Öf! Sen. Gel lan. Tam saplıydı ha. Ay gözü çıkarıyordu valla. Şerefsiz.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Lan yavaş.
This gun holds six. I won't miss next time.
Şerefsiz.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Vardır bir şey planlıyordur
There's no
kesin.
reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that.
Emri sen
All
verdin
I'm
köpek.
asking for is a chance
Öldürmüş kadarsın
to
sen de.
explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
Burayı da size bırakıyorum. Ne arkadaşlar, istediğiniz ne? Tüm bu olan biten, bunca yaptığımız şey kim ne içindi? Fate ile Fable Town ile ilgili, adaletle ilgili, sessiz kal. Ya da şöyle diyelim, cevap verme. Evet, neyle ilgili arkadaşlar? Ha? Ne, sizin derdiniz ne ya? Sizin amacınız ne? Ne istiyorsunuz? Heh, söyleyin. Yaşasın ırkımız, Çin'e bedel kırkımız formuna da girdik az önce. Ha, what do you want guys? What do you want? Guys. Bakalım ne istiyormuş Facebook ahalisi. Facebook ahalisi diyor ki bu adaletle ilgili.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it.
Sen lan sen.
Georgie.
Senin emrinle Georgie.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Buyurun efendim, buyurun. Final kararları. Bunlar kritik, bunlar mühim, bunlar önemli kararlar. Bunlar hep sizde. Bunlar hep sizde. Bakalım Facebook ahalisi ne demiş? Facebook ahalisi demiş ki Facebook ahalisi sen hiçbir yere gitmiyorsun demiş.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work. What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal?
Aynen öyle.
Killing me here would achieve nothing. And what would Miss White think?
Ah.
You show up with nothing but a corpse. No answers, no proof. You'll never know the truth, and she'll barely stand to look at you.
Hayda oğlum, inanılmaz zor bir an bu arada hanımlar beyler. Öldür, pamuğa götür. İnanılmaz zor bir an yani, ben söyleyeyim. Öldürürsek Pamuk bayağı bildiğim bizle konuşmaz yani. Çünkü Pamuk adalet istiyor. Siz dediniz ki adalet. Biz de adalet istiyoruz dediniz. Ama öldürmez Pamuk'a götürürsek hem Pamuk'un adaleti için onun isteğini yerine getirmiş oluruz, hem de Pamuk'la aramız bozulmaz. Evet, Facebook ahalisi
Is it worth it?
Onu Pamuk'a götür dedi. Eyvallah.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Son sigaram. Başarılı kazanıldı. Büyülü kuyu boşluğu, ormanlık alan binası, sabahın erken saatleri.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to. He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the crooked man's place.
İyiyim gülüm, merak etme. İstediğini yaptım,
I
geldim.
guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girl.
think you have the right
Sakin.
to do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
Evet, uygula bakalım pamuk adaletini.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Görelim bakalım
Thank you
adaletin
all for coming
neymiş.
here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith and...
already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Onun işi bitti, boş verin.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... What?
Dead.
Öldürmedik lan, yani o öldürmemizi istedi.
That doesn't change anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned
Bak
with.
şerefsiz aramızı açıyordu.
Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I don't...
told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Önce pambık konuşacak lan, it.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and
Yanlış
providing
anlaşılmaymış.
monetary support
Gümüş
for
kurşun
the
girdi
forced
popomuzdan.
prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Şimdi bölüp otoritesini bozmayalım.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade.
Bir susun, bir
Everyone
konuşsun.
just shut up for a minute.
Bir dinleyelim, bir susun.
Wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead. What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Dingil, bir dur.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a
Kapak.
chance to defend yourself.
Seni
And I
geberteceğiz.
won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Crane nerede la bu arada?
You've
Crane
all
nerede?
met Georgie. I
Yaşlı
don't
Crane.
have to tell
Onu
you
hakikaten
what kind
Paris'e
of person
gönderdiler
he
mi?
was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered two of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth.
George öyle demedi
Seems
hoca.
pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Oğlum kendini
Totally.
kurtarmaya çalışıyor. Mal
When you
mısınız
finally
siz?
showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Oğlum gebertiyordu
Yeah,
bizi
your goons
Vladimir'i.
Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
Kesin.
They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Burası da sizde. Burayı da size bırakacağım. Haklı olsan iyi edersin. Sanırım tamamsın. Seni korumak istemediler. Sessiz kal. Let's go. Sizde. Bu işin stresi sizde arkadaşlar. Strese girin biraz. Olacak o kadar. Olacak o kadar. Facebook ahalisi buraya demiş ki seni korumak istemediler.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Bak.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered.
Olayı başka yere saptırma lan it.
With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
Sakin ol yenge, ne oluyor?
You were gonna burn
Hayda.
her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
Sebebi bu lan, başka ne?
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
Abla, ağzını bozma abla.
I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you
Çarpığa
perfection.
iki söz vererek de
No one
ortalığı
can.
birbirine kattı it.
But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life.
Tasma takıyordu oğlum hepinize.
For help. And he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Kesinlikle.
They're right.
Helal lan.
You're all
Çirkin.
still afraid of him, even now.
Korkmayın lan.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will
Adalet
have
lan.
their
Adalet. Justice. Fucking justice. Aha.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations
Baba
are
sana
completely
kitledik. Hiç
unfounded.
kusura bakma.
The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about? Fuck you, okay? I'm sick of your shit.
You see what I mean?
Bigby?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Oğlum ne salak insanlarsınız lan siz.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit.
Adam şu an bile manipüle ediyor hepinizi lan.
You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If y'all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Kaç kere bizi öldürmeye çalıştı şerefsizler, biz de kardeşini geberttik.
We're handling it
Where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't
Abi
answer
hadi
for your
gebertelim şunu
behavior,
artık.
but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply
Ya
never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
Right. Oh, please.
Yemin ediyorum yakarım buradaki herkesi.
We'll deal with them after we deal with
Bir
you.
sakin,
Everyone
bir
calm
sakin.
down. This isn't
Sakin.
the
I mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Ya salak mısınız?
Who
Siz
will
buna bağlı
dare
mısınız ya?
challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Aha Narissa.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say
Aha
something.
mühür
Why don't you
kalktı.
take a moment to catch your breath a little
What's
while?
she doing here?
Dudaktaki mühürler kalktı, büyüyü bozduk
I'd
çünkü.
like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't
Konuş
say a
kız,
word
konuş.
about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I
Ya
don't think...
ya.
My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered
Helal be
dead.
kızım be, konuş be.
Fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do
Justice.
it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're
İşte
going
bu.
to take the word of
Sus
a
lan.
stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook
Şişe
like
takalım.
that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever...
Millet böyle galyana geldi ya. Shrek'in Çorum versiyonuydu galiba. Zamanında Shrek filmin Çorum versiyonu vardı. Orada şeydi, Shrek'i yakalayınca şey diyorlardı. Şişe takalım. O sahneyi hatırlarsınız. Şu an Crocketman'e herkes topluca aynı şeyi söylüyor.
Will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Bir ateş ettin ama karavan hocam.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty.
Çiğdem Hanım,
I
Levent
know
hocam
that, but
geliyor,
we
merak
don't have to
etmeyin.
kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed?
it.
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Oy verirsin
Should have a
hocam.
vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
Oylama yapalım abi.
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Haydi. Gel lan. Zırto.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to die.
We can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Abo. Kafasını kopar. Kilitle. Kuyudan aşağı at. Buyurun arkadaşlar. Son büyük karar belki de. Belki de son büyük karar. Bunu Facebook ailesi verecek. Haydi. Sizdeyiz. Abo. Bekliyorum oylamayı. Ekranlarınıza geldi. Abicim merhaba, iyisindir inşallah. Chat size de merhabalar demiş Ege Önsoy. Bayağıdır yoktum. Tekrar çalışmaya başladığım için yayınlara gelemiyorum. Bundan sonra da birkaç yayınına kadar gelemeyeceğim gibi duruyor. Gelmeye çalışacağım yayınlara ama tam emin de değilim. Bir haber vereyim dedim. Eyvallah kardeşim benim. 10 gün korona olduğum için geçmiş olsun. Aralıksız yayınlara gelebilmiştim ama artık maalesef işe başladık. Çalışmaya başladık. Neyse lafı çok uzattım. Biraz izleyebildim Allah'tan. İyi yayınlar herkese, iyi geceler. Bu arada biraz daha buradayım. Sonra gideceğim demiş. Egeciğim eyvallah. Düşünmen yeter. Cansın. Çok çok sağ ol. Çok çok sağ ol abi. Dikkat et kendine. Facebook ailesi. Anam. Lan. Facebook ailesi kafayı kopar dediydi. Yedim seni.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep.
You know, just between us, I was gonna
Facebook
let you
ailesi
live.
bunu demişti.
But now,
You're going to miss me.
no, I won't.
Oh my god!
Ow! Sayonara, bitch.
for Lily and Faith.
Facebook ailesi bunu dedi.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Ormanlık alan lüks apartmanları. Olaydan bir gün sonra. Kelle paça gibi valla.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Oğlum yüzünü gözünü bir görekle bir keseydin saçları azıcık.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Pamuk, ayıp ediyorsun ama.
Good morning, Miss White.
Artiste bak.
You're late.
Çiğdem Levent onu oynadık ya. Oynadık abi.
I'm going. Jesus.
Gurbiş nereye la?
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Bağırma lan
It's
çocuğa.
just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Pamuk öyle diyorsa bir bildiği
I
vardır.
had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby.
Yengeniz istemiyor sizi işte, burada yapacak bir şey yok.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that will squirt juice at you if you touch them.
Çok hoş. Bir daha olmasın.
Real nice.
She said it was pretty.
Üzülme diyedir.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. I'm sorry, Colin.
Kanka çok yiyordun ya. Yapacak bir şey yok. Faturalara yetişemiyoruz.
Got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road?
Al lan al. Paketi al hadi. Al. Paketi yeme ama.
Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby? I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Yeah. See you around.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Saying goodbye?
Nerissa. Vay vay vay vay vay.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
Aa, korkuyor mu?
It's not easy to forget.
Şey bir de çok kötü lan yani
I know it seems
ne olur
like
ne
I
olmaz.
should be able to. It's just.
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help.
Korkuyordur
This is
çektiğinde
just
kopar
something
kafası
I
falan
need to
diye.
do on my own, okay?
Büyü bozuldu bacı.
Listen,
Rahat ol. Yani
I
inşallah.
came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start.
Ne diyorsun kız? Anlat.
Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo...
Crane ile Lily'ye ait bir fotoğraf buldu diyor ya. Lily o zaman şey Pamuk Prenses şeklinde. Hani Crane böyle etek altından hatırlarsınız o fotoğrafı. Faith'in fotoğrafı çaldı.
We had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Oğlum sen arkadaşlarını sattın mı lan?
No. Yes.
Allah seni
Georgie promised
kahretmesin
he'd
mi?
smooth things over with the crooked man. But then, oh God.
Here.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Olan oldu abi yani. Şu dakikadan sonra yapılacak bir şey yok. Olan
I know
oldu.
he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Oh.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
İnşallah.
Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Aynı şey Fate de söylemişti lan.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to
Lan?
run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oğlum Fate mi lan bu? Lan? Fate mi bu? Nasıl ya? Ulan Fate ölmedi de Narissa ile Lily mi öldü yani? Narissa yana Fate. Ana! Haydi! Karar sizde. Karar sizde de ben şu an şaşkınlığımı yaşıyorum. Oha! Başından beri Fate miydi yani? İlk bölümde kafasının koptuğunu gördüğümüz kız. Aslında Narissa'nın mı kafası kopmuştu? Eşek derili kız. Kılık değişti değil mi bu? Bunun olayı oydu zaten. Chat diyor ki peşinden git. Facebook ailesi peşinden git diyor.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Oy. Happily ever after. Sonsuza dek mutlu. Başarımıyla Wolf Among Us'ı bitirdik. Efendim Wolf Among Us serisi tamamlandı. Bu Wolf Among Us serisinde çarpık adam büyülü kuyuya geri getirdik ve kafasını kopartarak öldürdük. Dam onu öldürdük. Fate oduncu ile olan kavgadan sonra ona para verdik. Georgie onun mekanını parçaladık. Bu seri boyunca Vivian, Pudding ve Turta'da onun kurdelesini çıkarmaya çalıştık. Ve o da kendini feda etti. Evet, başından sonuna şahane bir seri, şahane bir oyun, şahane bir hikaye. Bitmedi. Son bir şey daha var. Son bir şey daha var. Son bir şey daha. Bir ihtimal daha var. O da ölmek mi dersin? Söyle canım. Ne dersin? Evet, o şey de tam olarak bu. Buyursunlar.
There was a time when you were heartless.
Kalpsiz olduğun zamanlar vardı. Acımasız olduğun, bir yaratık olduğun zamanlar. Diyor.
And I'm proud of you for changing all that.
Ve bunların hepsinin üstesinden gelip değişmiş olmandan dolayı seninle gurur duyuyorum ama sana onlardan daha fazlasını sormam gerek. Onlar için, kendim için. Bigby. Sana güvenebilir miyim? Her zaman. Dım dım dım dım dım dım dım dım dım. Evet, böyle bir oyun duyuruldu. Wolf Among Us'ın ikinci sezonu, Wolf Among Us 2 şeklinde, bundan tam 1 yıl önce. Ve bakalım hani oyunun devamı gelecek mi gelmeyecek mi bilmiyoruz, göreceğiz. Wolf Among Us'la ilgili gelişmeler hani ne yönde olacak, çıkacak mı çıkmayacak mı, bunların hepsini göreceğiz efendim. Eğer çıkarsa bilin ki Büyük Kötü Kurt'un, Şerif yani Bigby'nin, Pamuk Prenses'in, Pamuk'un hikayesi burada sizlerin huzurunda devam edecek efendim. Başından sonuna çok keyifli, çok güzel bir seriydi. İzleyen herkesin ayırdığı vakte sonsuz teşekkürler. Gözlerinize sağlık, elinize sağlık. YouTube'a geldiğinde lütfen ne yapmayı efendim? Videoyu beğenmeyi, kanala abone olmayı da beğendiğiniz takdirde ve abone olmak istediğiniz takdirde abone olmayı ve bir de bildirim çanını açmayı unutmayınız efendim. Bir serinin daha sonu. Wolf Among Us işte böyle bitti. Yorumlar, fikirler yorumlar kısmında sizden.